Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm doing a very easy dewy look for mature skin using all creams and no powder. 2 eyeshadows, no lashes, dewy, glowy and not oily. So if you'd like to see what I used and the methods and techniques I used, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going for a little bit more of a dewy look today. It's winter time on the Gold Coast, so I don't have to worry too much about oil and sweating and all of that, so I can afford to do a little bit more of a dewy look. I'm still going to put my Murad Oil Control Mattifier on my T-zone where I do tend to get oily. So just in the usual places, on my cheeks, down my nose and on my forehead there. I'm just going in with Giorgio Armani Light Master Primer on the perimeter of my face. It's a beautiful sheer shimmery beige colour, just to give a little bit of lightness around the outside of my face, so staying away from that T-zone area. Just gives a little bit of glow underneath your foundation. So then going in underneath my foundation in the highlighted areas that I would ordinarily highlight is Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer in number 2, which is very similar to the primer. It's a very beige sort of gold colour. It's stunning. So that'll just help when I go in and highlight. So just patting those areas, tiny bit just in my forehead and my chin. So for my foundation today I'm using my Zelens. I'm going to use 2 colours. I'm going in the interior with the Porcelain. So this is Zelens Age Control Foundation, and then the Beige for the perimeter of my face. So just patting that on. So that's the Porcelain on the interior, and then I'll go in with the Beige on the exterior or perimeter of my face. That's a little bit darker. So that's nice and dewy without looking oily. And don't forget to blend down your neck, into your ears. If you've got blonde hair like me, it drives you crazy trying not to get this in your hair, but I go back in later on and just wipe around the hairline. So as always, I'm going in with my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector for just underneath my eyes and into the inner corner, just to add a little bit of brightness. This is very light product, but it immediately lightens up underneath there and doesn't settle into the lines, so long as you don't use too much product. So I'll lighten up just a little bit more as well underneath my eyes using my MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. It's a very light pink colour. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more lightness underneath my eyes. They're not right up underneath my eyes where the wrinkles are, and then I'll use this to highlight my nose, my forehead, and then I'm going in with my Zoeva 110 Face Shape brush just to blend that into the foundation. And I'll go back in with my foundation brush and just blend the edges of that. So I'm going to use a liquid bronzer today. This is Rouge Bunny in number 065. Now it's a bronze colour. It's very liquidy. It does have a very slight sheen to it. So it's very pretty. It's not orangey at all. It's a nice neutral colour. So I'm just going to pop that on my finger first up and then just place the colour where I want it. And then I'm going to go in with a Sigma F50 duo fibre brush just to blend that. So just tapping it first and stippling that product in and then just lightly blending the edges. I'm just going in there with a very subtle blush. So this is Nudestix lip and cheek pencil in Flesh. It's a very neutral, natural colour. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on my cheeks there. And just stipple over the top of that. So it's barely their colour, but it just gives you a tiny little bit of flush. So for my highlighter today, I'm going to use Chantecaille Liquid Lumiere in Sheen. And just a little bit on your fingers there. And just blend that just above the cheekbones up into your temples and down into your blush. Whoa. So very simple eyes today to go with the dewy look. So I'm first up using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance on my lid on a Zoeva Concealer Buffer brush. I'm going to start with Huda Beauty's Rose Gold palette, and I'm going to use Sandalwood on a large fluffy brush and just very, very lightly into the transition area. So just above my crease there, and just flip that out a little bit. And this will only take you a couple of minutes. This is going to be very, very easy. So I'm going in the outer corner area as well. Okay, on the eyelids, so a drugstore or a chemist product, which is Physicians Formula in Nudes. I'm just going to swipe the entire palette. So it goes from white basically to a darker brown, but they're all shimmer colours. So just on my finger and just across my lid. So it basically turns out a goldy beige colour. Okay, so no extra product on my brush, but just going over the very edges. So that's pretty easy. That's 2 eyeshadows, and that's a nice daytime look. Tiny bit of highlighter just on the tip of my nose and down the bridge. I just pat it, otherwise you're going to take that makeup off that you just put on. A little bit of extra lightness around my nose area and just around my lips. So this is Pixi's Crayon Combo in Wide Awake, so that's an eye product, and just blend that in. So I'm now going to go over that eyebrow pencil in a powder. So this is Anastasia's Brow Duo in Blonde. So one side's a little bit lighter, the other side's a bit darker. It's very light colours. Just small, short strokes. Now these little babies are great. Swispers Dual Cosmetic Tips. One side's flat and the other side's pointed. So I go in just on the end there where I like that to be a little bit more sharp and take some of that product out. Now don't worry if you go too long, you can take that out with that little cotton tip that I just showed you. And then we're going to clean this up even a little bit more with another product. And then don't forget to brush through the product, just makes it nice and even. So that powder product just softens the brows a fair bit more than pencil does, but you've got your pencil down as your base, so it's basically setting that base. So it really doesn't move at all throughout the day. I'm just going back in with Sandstone on a very small blending brush, which is the Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to place a tiny bit of product underneath my eyes, just to give a little bit more definition. I'm not going for a smoky look or anything like that, or anything dramatic, so I'm just popping a tiny bit of product under there. So I just want to sharpen up a little bit more underneath that brow, so I'm going with my Rimmel product. This is Rimmel Brow This Way on a very small angle brush again. Just swipe, and we're just going from halfway underneath the brow there to the outer corner and just sharpening up the edge there. Now just blend that down into the existing eyeshadow. So it doesn't give you a white line if you blend it really well by bringing that product down. Just helps to sharpen up those eyebrows a little bit more. So I just want to boost my lashes a little bit more today, so I'm using the Lancome Sills Booster XL. So it's a white product, goes on and then turns clear and just thickens up your lashes. So I'm not putting any falsies or anything like that on today, it's just an a la natural look. So you can see that going on white. And you do let this dry before you put your mascara on. So while that's dry, I'm just going to pop in the waterline my NYX Wonder Pencil. It's a very nude colour. Okay, pop some mascara on using my MAC Extender Play Giga Black Lash. So I'm just going to line my lips with MAC's Naked Lip Liner. Now, you'll hardly see this on camera, but it is so light. I do tend to like light lipsticks, and they do make your lips look bigger. The darker you go, the smaller your lips look. So that's why I do put that highlighter around my lips. And I do like to use this as a lip liner. Fill in my lips a little. So dry and cracked. And then I'm going to go over the top with Tom Ford's Ultra Shine Lip Gloss in Naked. Everything's naked today. I love this colour. It's very nude. So that's pretty easy to do. It's only the 2 eyeshadows, no lashes, basically a little bit of bronzer and a tiny bit of blush there and highlighter, but it's very, very subtle. So hopefully you'll like it. So if you do, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Click on the notifications bell so you can be notified when I do upload more content. Keep being the best version of you as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.